Hello everyone, welcome to the channel BTC for Future. Today we are going to talk about a project called high deflation. So without further ado, let's directly dive into the video.
Wildin' like a
High is a futuristic project specially built to overcome any level of falls in future. Can you imagine supply in future on massive burning rates? It's insanely focused on create deflation for high holders as decentralized burning process continues. There are a lot more to come in the journey of high. Asset will remain community driven. Fair allocations are there for promotions and teams for persistent long-term growth. Decentralization remained keen focus to build a wonderful deflation asset. Sharing high is the best way to increase value. Each holder responsibility is to at least share once socially. If you do, you are doing your part for community, and in return comes out in positive way. Another way is to avoid greed by taking profit wisely. Now let's talk about how any crypto asset create deflation. High demand on fixed supply with time create deflation and asset goes up in value. For example, Bitcoin, Ethereum and many have little value while launched due to fixed supply and more demand they become near deflationary. High is a burning massive on each transaction having fixed supply reducing on every transaction. A predetermined algorithm in which the proof of work is the major driving force. This video will explore the problem and instability from the viewpoint of economics and suggest a new monetary policy for stabilizing the values of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. But before that, let's talk about the features that High offer. 9% fee for burning. Each transaction is reduced by 9% automatically and sent to burn address, which will bring high deflation and value with time. Liquidity lock 21 years. Liquidity gathered while selling asset is completely locked in a time lock contract for 21 years. 89% community for project development 1%. Marketing and promotion 5% and 5% for team are reserved. Managed by multi-siege. Wallets not single token can be misused. Now let's talk about the decentralization of High. Kept fully decentralized by locking and selling it completely while listing on DEX, ownerless contract and multi-sig cold wallets. It also has 11% are allocation for promotion and team, 89% are for community, of which 100% are locked on DEX and sold in crypto community. Bitcoin is an inflation hedge. Arguments have been around since the token was created in 2009 following the great economic recession. The premise has gained momentum as prices on everything from food to gas to housing have advanced faster and been stickier over the past few months than many economists had anticipated. The data showed US customers' prices rose last month at fastest annual pace since 1990, in effect cementing high inflation as a hallmark of the pandemic recovery. Many notable Wall Street investors and analysts have bought into the idea of using cryptocurrencies as a hedge against rising prices. Veteran hedge fund manager Paul Tudor Jones has said in the past that he likes it as a store of wealth. Meanwhile, to a MicroStrategy, including Michael Sayer, said that Federal Reserve relaxing of its inflation policy helped convince him to invest the enterprise software maker's cash into Bitcoin. Theoretically, there is no linkage between Bitcoin supply and anything that goes on with Federal Reserve or any central bank, says Cam Harvey, a professor at Duke University and a partner at research affiliate. That means it shouldn't be impacted by whatever inflationary policies are being presumed around the world. In addition, Bitcoin's price is very volatile, and over the long term, inflation isn't, he says. Bitcoin might hold its value over a very long run. In his research on gold, Harvey found that it has held its value over a very long run. In his research on gold, Harvey has found that the shorter the periods, lastly, Bitcoin doesn't behave as if it's decoupled from everything else in the economy. It behaves like a speculative asset. Harvey said by phone. He cited the coin's drop in March 2020 when he lost roughly half its value and plunged into a stock. So you see, that's a great problem, that having deflation in the project. So Hai has come up with that solution, and it is offering you to join the project and having solved this massive issue. You can visit their website to learn more about them, and you can also see their social media handles. You can also look into the medium. You can also wait for their white paper to be launched. It's not launched yet, but it will be for sure. So high deflation is a great project. You just can join this project whenever you can. So I would like to suggest you that join this project as soon as possible.